Welcome back to another episode of Peace and Parsecs.
Are you drunk? You sound drunk.
I'm socially distanced.
Oh.
Welcome back to another episode of Pizza and Parsecs. I'm Dave.
I'm Liv.
And we are...
6 feet apart from each other.
Yes, we are.
Lots of Jesus and lots of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staying socially distanced and quarantined life here.
Awful.
We live in Georgia where they've just instituted this whole don't leave your house for 2 weeks unless it's absolutely necessary rule mandate.
Yeah. Our governor gave it more as like a...
guideline.
more a suggestion than anything else. He hasn't really put the hammer down on any decision. It's been more so like, I'm going to back you whatever you decide type thing. That's kind of where our governor's kind of been sitting.
It's kind of like the Pirates Code, where they're more of guidelines.
Yeah, yeah. So we're kind of on this, like, stay indoors, stay in your own house quarantine. Like, it kind of feels like house arrest.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about what quarantined life looks like for us. I'm still working. I'm working at home. I work IT, so I don't really need to be anywhere. On the bright side, I have to shave for work, though. So this time away has allowed me to actually grow out my beard, which I'm super fired up about.
It looks really, really good.
I look in the mirror from time to time and think there's an intruder in my house.
Oh, it's just you.
I'm not used to seeing it.
Yeah.
I feel like Robin Williams in Jumanji running around asking, what year is it?
Yeah. No, I think it's very good. It looks good on you. It's
Thank
very
you.
Nice.
I appreciate it. You don't have a beard to compliment, but I'm sure if you did, I would
shave it.
I would not compliment it.
No, I would shave it.
You need to get rid of that.
Yeah, I don't have a beard. No beard for me.
That's good.
Yeah. No. Quarantine life does not give me beards.
Other than that, for me, quarantine life has been playing video games.
Nice.
Been playing some of that Battlefront 2. That's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Playing a little bit of Counter-Strike as well. Getting back into that. And been doing a lot of reading recently.
Nice.
Been going back through some of the old Legends books and also some of the more recent books as well. Started with Dawn of the Jedi. Went to Revan. I already went through the Bane books once, but I'll end up going back through the Bane trilogy because I'm watching Clone Wars with you for the first time. Meaning...
it's my first time watching it.
I'm walking.
You've watched it 600 times.
I'm walking you through Clone Wars.
It's like I walked you through Harry Potter.
Yes, I'm doing that with Clone Wars. So after I finished Revan, I dove into finally reading Dark Disciple, which I absolutely loved. I actually just finished that this morning. Good grief, that was such a good book. Centers around Ventress, pretty much, and just really good. After that, moving on to reading the Revenge of the Sith novelization, because I feel like that'll be a podcast we have coming up after we finish up Clone Wars, so I want to make sure that I'm good and primed.
My quarantine has literally been, my whole life is upside down. I now feel like I work a 9-to-5 job. I don't teach. I'm going crazy. I'm just kidding. I'm doing online classes, which is fun.
What do you mean by that?
I record myself teaching class and then send it to my students.
To be clear, this is for dancing.
Yes. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I've never had so many emails in my life. I have so many emails every day and so many text messages every day. It's different working a job that is not as social. It's just weird. It's weird because, like, I have never had a job where I feel like I'm working from home. I've never had a job where I feel like I'm the techie one of my group because I find that I'm the techie one of this group. I'm teaching people how to use certain aspects to send videos to students. It's not as techie as, what Dave does. Like, he's IT. I'm not. Mine is just using Google Drive and emails, but I do feel like I'm teaching people how to utilize it, and it's a different work field for me, and I don't know how I feel about it, and I just greatly miss my students in person teaching, and I'm ready for COVID-19 to go away. It's only been week 2. We're not even halfway through week 2, and I'm going insane. my phone blows up all day. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but it kind of feels like it blows up all day.
It seems like it does.
Yes.
That's what I experience, at least.
Yeah. Because I always try really hard, like, when I am with you. Like, this will obviously probably change a little bit when we're married because I do get my emails and I do have to do stuff at home, especially in the mornings. But when I come visit and come hang out with you, when I'm not working, I try not to be on my phone. I try not to answer texts or stuff like that. But now it's been more because of COVID-19. I've had to be on my phone because I've had to make sure that I'm a part of that communication. Like, I was on the team to help decide what we ended up doing for COVID-19 and the quarantine and how we move forward. So it's been a little bit of a different learning curve because I don't usually spend time on my phone when I'm with you. And now I've had to for my job.
I understand that.
Yeah, I know. Just saying. I'm explaining to our listener that I don't usually spend time on my phone. And now I'm like checking my emails all the time. And
I like that you said morning.
I mean, working the second I wake up is not a part of my schedule. I could explain my schedule real quick. There is the butt crack of dawn. Then there's 9 o'clock. Then there's coffee time. Then there's first lunch, second lunch, more coffee time, go to work, go home, night owl, so I just stay up, and then I go to bed. It's pretty much my day. I get up at like 10 o'clock. But now my schedule is, at least this weekend, it's been like getting up earlier. Like, I've had to be at the studio, or, recording stuff. I've helped my dear friend who's in our wedding. I've been helping her because she has an older phone, so it doesn't record clear video. So she's been using my phone to record, and then I've been sending them to her Google Drive. That's why we've been working together. What are you excited about, Dave?
Well,
that's how my corona. That's how my quarantine has been. But I'm not saying, I don't want to sound like I don't like it. I have enjoyed learning this like new way of teaching. It's been fun helping like my friend and my coworker. Her and I have grown extremely close this past year. And it's been nice to like, even though we're quarantined, like get to see her because we do all of our stuff at the same time because we help each other. And I assist her in her videos and vice versa. And it's really nice. And I get to see my family more. I get to see you more.
That's metal.
So quarantine has been nice. It's a little bit stressful just because this is not a way of working that I'm used to. I'm used to being an extrovert. And now I'm having to be a forced introvert with work. It's driving me insane. I like socializing and talking to people. And I also can't see my students, so I don't know if they're doing it right or wrong. I'm freaking out! It's fine.
Well, we've been able to do some fun things as well. We've been trying to make the most of this quarantine period in terms of spending time together. Mm-hmm. Obviously, get to see each other a lot more, which is really nice. Obviously, we're podcasting during the week, which is really weird for us. Usually, the only day we can really podcast is on Sundays.
And sometimes Saturday evenings, depending on how I feel after rehearsal. Depending on traffic.
It can be late, and while you're a night owl, I go to bed usually at like 8.
Yeah, and I usually go to bed at like 1, 2, sometimes 3.
I act like I am at risk for corona.
I mean, at this point, technically, we are at risk for corona.
Yes, I know.
We're in the age bracket now. It's mutated. We're always in the age bracket.
We were always in it. Yeah, I'm like an 85-year-old man and go to bed really early. But I also wake up at the crack of dawn. Yes.
You wake up in my schedule, the butt crack of dawn, which is usually when I'm going to bed.
Yes, because I have to run before work.
Yes. This is going to make for a very fun adventure when we're married.
It's like having an offshore team. Like, if there's stuff that has to get done, the advantage of having an offshore team is it's basically like a 24-hour shift of somebody continuously working on something. Yeah. So if there's ever like a project or, when we have a family, it'll be easier to trade off because you'll obviously be a night owl. Yeah. And I'll be up super early.
Yeah. So it'll be an easy tag team. Like, especially when we have young ones who cry in the middle of the night or need food or changing or, can't control themselves because they're infants,
Ew.
tiny humans. It'll be nice because there won't be it's your turn. It'll be easier because we do have weird opposite sleep schedules. So, and I do stay up relatively late.
But yeah, we've also talked about learning some dance choreography as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And doing a video on that.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really fun for our YouTube channel that has hundreds of... No, there's no subscribers. We have a YouTube channel. It's there. So,
yeah,
for what it's worth.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool because I am a dance teacher, seeing how active I continue to be, even though we're in quarantine. Like, I still take classes. I'm watching videos. Some mornings I am planning on getting up. Like, there's a class on Thursday morning that I want to take before I go and film some more online. And I'm pretty excited about some of my friends who are posting free classes and stuff. And I think it'd be cool for some of my students to still see how active I am, even if we do something fun like a hip hop dance or something like that. And they can see how cool you are. Because they don't believe me. They do believe me, but they just want to see how awesome of a dancer you are.
I'm not awesome.
You are awesome.
I'm unapologetic, and I feel like being unapologetic in dancing is awesome, but I don't feel like I'm awesome the way that you are awesome.
We got complimented at the wedding we went to right before the entire quarantine thing happened by several people at this wedding. It was a team effort in that aspect. So you have to take that as you were the other half of that compliment.
Okay, fine. But yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do something like that later this week. We're trying to find other fun things to do to engage with people out there.
Yeah.
Our listener, our viewer, if you will. And we thought that doing a choreographed dance would be a fun way to do that. Also, we've also talked about doing video games as well.
I know. There's so many video games.
For me, one other thing is I'm still running a lot as well. I just remembered that. I don't know how I forgot it because I did 14 miles today.
Dang. I didn't know you did 14 miles today.
Yeah.
Not even a Saturday.
I did 10 this morning and then 4 over lunch.
Oh, cool.
Because I just got to get up and get out.
I understand that.
I go stir crazy. I'm an extroverted introvert. I'm an introvert at heart with extroverted tendencies.
Yeah. We've talked about this on our own time because I'm the opposite. I'm an extrovert with introverted tendencies.
Like, I'm the kind of person that needs to recover from large crowds.
Yes.
And excessive social situations.
Yes.
And just need quiet me time, which is why I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. And I thrive off of certain social, not all social. If I don't know anybody, then I'm kind of anxious and a little reserved for myself. During this quarantine, I'm noticing how much I thrive off of teaching and being a part of my students' lives and being, that constant mentor and that constant, like, positive, exciting thing that they get to look forward to at the end of the day. With classes, like, I kind of bring that into the classroom. That's what's causing me to feel stir crazy because I do feel like I leave almost every day. I go out every day. I am getting stir crazy in the sense that I don't feel like I'm fulfilling things.
So you aren't getting the same fulfillment that you would in seeing the joy and the accomplishment on your students' faces when they
because I can't see that the way I'm doing
complete a plie, right?
Right.
Did I use the word?
You used the word correctly.
Graham cups.
Graham cups. I'm proud of you. Yes, the graham cups.
Graham cracker cups.
Oh, you lost me. It's okay. I don't get the same satisfaction because I can't actually see them do it. Like, I'm not in the room with them, being able to put my hands on them and fix the things that I need to fix and give them the good jobs that they deserve. And I'm not in there screaming, jump higher, and I'm not saying like I scream maliciously at them. I get excited when I see them accomplish things. And teaching in front of a camera doesn't do that for me, and it's making me slightly on the antsy side.
You know what you could do? You could post a Snapchat challenge or something like that where they have to send you a video of an 8 count or something like that.
Funny enough, I'm doing that for the contemporary classes. I'll add an 8 count every single week, and it's something I could do sitting down, and I'm giving them a challenge of like be extremely creative with it. And then I'm going to try to put all of these pieces together and make a big video for them at the end of this quarantine. But needless to say, I'm ready for this to be done. And we're only in week 1.5.
I just want to point out that I had a good idea.
You did.
It's not my fault that you already thought about it.
You did have a great idea. I just already started doing it. And I can't take the credit for that because I've seen it on Instagram.
Oh.
A lot of my friends are posting and actually tagging me in different kind of dance challenges. I just refuse to do stuff like that on Instagram. I don't know why.
You're a lot more active on social media than I am. Like, in your personal life, I feel like.
Yeah, I try to promote myself a little bit more.
The only social media that I really... Like, I've got my own personal Instagram account, my own Facebook or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the most social media that I really do is for Pizza and Parsecs.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, I do our Instagram and our Twitter and Facebook. Because you're busy doing that with your other podcast.
Yeah.
Your other podcast.
Yes, I do that for them. I try to do a lot of promotion for like the dance company I dance for and our shows coming up. And Instagram's the only place I really feel like I can put anything out there in about my personal life and not really care at the end of the day. Facebook has a lot of family and lawyers and coworkers and stuff, and I kind of keep that more professional. I'll share stuff every once in a while, but I try to keep that a little bit more professional and keeping in touch with people. Snapchat I only give out to certain people just because I don't want my Snapchat blowing up all the time. So only a handful of people have my Snapchat. But like with Instagram, I feel like I have my choreography account, and I don't really post a whole lot on that, but I need to start posting more because people are now reaching out to me to start teaching for them and even doing summer intensives. So I need to start building that following up again. But my personal one, yeah, I do. I try my best to like promote like what's going on in my life. I have a lot of former students on there from when I lived in Houston. I have a lot of former dance friends on there, and that's the only way we keep up with each other. I know how big my friend's baby bump is because of Instagram.
Keeps the world connected.
Yeah, it does.
To community.
Yeah.
Speaking of community and social media.
Wow. That was a really good segue. Oh my goodness. Look at you. Segue master.
I posted a question on our Twitter account. If you're allowed to travel to any universe, Star Wars, Trek, Marvel, DC, Firefly, Attack on Titan, anything like that, and you're allowed to bring back one item, what would you take? Like, would it be a Harry Potter wand or something like that? Everything is fair game in this. Like, we're talking books, TV shows, comic books, posters even. I don't know. The world is yours, and you can bring back anything. And what would it be? I posted Han Solo's dice. The Twitter universe sought to make a fool out of me by everybody posting much cooler things than I.
I mean, I think Han Solo's dice is a good choice. I just think Dark Ray's lightsabers would be even cooler.
Dark Ray's lightsabers would have been your choice.
Yes, because as cool as wands would be, and yes, that would be awesome, only wizards can really use them, and I'm a muggle, so I wouldn't be able to actually use it, to be fair. I could potentially use Dark Ray's lightsabers. It's a dual lightsaber that connects parallel. Too cool for school.
I like that Swiss Army knife gif of it.
Right?
Where it opens up and it's just like a lot of tools. Yes. That makes me really happy.
Yes.
I still like Han Solo's dice. I just think there are other things out there that I thought were cool that I hadn't considered when I chose Han Solo's dice.
Gotcha.
I'll still stand by Han Solo's dice, though. I'll stand by that.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm just thinking, like, yard work will be 10 times easier if we had Dark Ray's lightsaber. Let's say we get a house and another house one day, and there's lots of trees. I can just go chop all those trees down in seconds.
It's a good way to start a fire.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire.
The coronavirus was the one who started it.
But we wanted to give y'all some shout outs and kind of walk through a few of these. Are you ready, Liv?
Oh, am I going to help with this?
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay. I'm sorry if I butcher your names. Baby Yoda! Baby Yoda. Who said that? At Loxley Outlaw, you're my new favorite. Baby Yoda all the way. I'm wearing a Baby Yoda shirt right now that Dave got me for my birthday. Putting that out there.
It's pretty epic. She's obsessed with Baby Yoda in every way. At Nell Dorwin said, a Star Trek replicator. Never have to cook or buy things again. That would be awesome in this case, you know? Like, I wouldn't have to worry about going to the grocery store anymore.
Yeah, it's your least favorite place right now.
That was an unnerving experience when I went there. Like, it was haunting.
Yeah.
It was a haunting experience.
I try to avoid those places in my day-to-day and in my coronavirus COVID-19 quarantine life. I don't like grocery shopping. People are mean.
But yeah, I also wanted to give another shout out to this one. At Nell Dorwin. She is a fantastic artist.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
You dope.
Really dope. So we have Chris Chappell at Sea Monkey Business talking about getting another lightsaber, carving turkey with it on Thanksgiving. Boom, he has spoken.
That is smart. That's smart. Forget cutting trees.
He's super impressive at with the family around and everything too.
Oh yeah.
Let us pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal we're about to consume. That's what it is.
Who carves the turkey while they're praying?
Don't judge how people pray. Everyone prays differently. Some people pray with knives in their hands and carving at the same time. Some people don't. Those people are probably missing fingers. That was funny.
We had a lot of love for the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's terrifying because what if I'm one of the ones who just like, poof, I'm gone.
We have at CT Tomato, but the A is a 4, _YT.
Which means YouTube, I think.
Thanks, Liv.
I don't know. YT usually means YouTube.
Posed a good question about the Infinity Gauntlet, whether or not that counts as 1 item or 7. I think it counts as 1. Like a completed Infinity Gauntlet would count as 1. Like, if people can have lightsabers, because that technically has a rock.
Okay.
It has a mystical stone to it as well.
Okay. I see where you're going with this. If that's the case, like, everyone's going to have to change, some aspect of their answer, because some people are answering other specific things that have different components to it as well. So yes, I agree. Infinity Gauntlet counts as 1 item, not 7. It's a completed item.
We had JYMMY _77.
It makes sense after I looked at it. I was like, Jimmy with Y. All Jimmys have Y.
Talking about the Darksaber, which you actually recently saw.
Yeah.
Again.
The scary
in the recent episodes with Maul as well.
Yeah, it's a scary sword.
You call it the scary sword.
Call it a scary sword.
I think it looks dope.
It's scary. I like when people swing it. It kind of goes, it has this void space to it. It's really it's cool, but it's scary.
My boy Ryan, who has been a consistent supporter of us. Thank you, Ryan. He wants one of the Star Wars Legacy sabers. And I think we should give it to him. Do you think we should give it to him?
Yeah.
Think we can hook him up with the blue one?
I think you could hook him up with the blue one. I don't know where to find them, so...
The lightsaber store, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can hook you up. It's fine.
Yeah, there's no traffic right now, so it'll be pretty easy to get to.
I know. Corona traffic's the best traffic right now.
Corona traffic is the best traffic.
Especially when I have to drive to Marietta.
Radio Rebel Pod, talking about Clone Trooper helmets. All of them are great in my opinion. I love the Clone Trooper helmets. They're very similar to the Mandalorian helmets, which I like.
Yeah.
Specifically. Because I'm also building out my Mando cosplay for Dragon Con. Yeah. So that holds a special place in my heart. And we have the ladies at the Galactic Pod talking about Mace Windu's purple lightsaber. Liv, you got kind of fired up for this one, didn't you?
Yes, because I love... Oh my goodness! I get a little nerded out when, I find other females who are nerdy as I am and into nerd culture. Sorry. Yeah, I think Mace Windu is one of my all-time favorite Jedis in, the whole entire Star Wars Skywalker timeline. One has the coolest lightsaber, but 2 just is he's the coolest Jedi. He just is too cool for school.
He's pretty cool.
He's pretty dope. So when I saw that one, I was like, oh yeah, totally. That if I had to pick one lightsaber, it would be Mace Windu's specific lightsaber.
We have certain point of view pod talking about another real lightsaber.
Specifically a real one.
Specifically a real one. Seems to be a very common thread with this. A lot of people want lightsabers.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of people that want lightsabers, we have girls with sabers wanting Hans Dice and Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
We gave it to him.
And then we have good friend Rolf Farmboy talking about TIE fighters.
Would that be more than one thing? Because technically they are in pieces and then they put them together.
Well, everything's in pieces. I mean, you saw a lightsaber get constructed. That's a ton of pieces put together.
Favorite arc so far? TIE Fighter is pretty dope.
I like the TIE fighter idea.
I like the TIE Bomber more. Personally, I just think I like the geometric shape of it a little bit more than I like the TIE Fighter.
Or I don't know. I like the TIE Interceptors.
Okay.
The Interceptors, like if we're going the TIE route, I like the TIE Interceptors.
Oh, see, if we're going the TIE route, I like the TIE Pods.
Tide Pods. The only cure for coronavirus.
I made it funny.
Yes, we got another Trekkie out here. I love Star Wars and I love Trek. Come at me. We have at Derixador wanting to bring back the USS Voyager, which, great show. Love the Voyager. Awesome. Also suggested Rey's lightsaber, which might be my second favorite lightsaber.
This person is specifically talking about Rey's new lightsaber at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
The yellow one.
The yellow one.
Which, yellow is one of my favorite colors.
Yes, it is.
It made me really happy to see that.
Hence the reason when I made you that picture for Christmas, you had a yellow lightsaber.
It was metal. Loved it.
But this is where Dave responded, but I also interjected and was very honest with my personal preference of Dark Rey's lightsaber.
It's a pretty cool lightsaber for sure. We have at Sci-Fi Sports Guy wanting to bring back the Enterprise.
Enterprise? That's the Star Trek thing.
Enterprise D specifically. Good call. We have Art of ASOIAF. Talking about that yellow lightsaber. Good again. Couldn't agree more.
Lightsaber, good.
Backtar just brought up a couple. Sonic Screwdriver from Doctor Who. Replicator from Trek. And the holodeck from Trek. I love the holodeck idea. Great call. Especially with all this quarantine and social distancing, it would be awesome to have a platform for entertainment such as a holodeck. We have at Jedi Brian talking about another lightsaber. At Union Sports talking about Thor's hammer or a lantern ring.
Definitely a lantern ring would be dope. I'd be down for that.
I like Thor's hammer better.
Thor's hammer stays a hammer. Lantern ring can make whatever you want.
I just wanted to say something opposite of you.
Oh, okay, I see.
Let's fight.
Nah.
We have Miguel Ray 1 wanting to save Ben Solo, which was not the only one that we had in here that talked about that, but we'll get there. We have at DMCPA78666 talking about the Infinity Gauntlet. We have CL Hartwig 27. Got some more love for Voyager. Love the Voyager crew. Chakotay, my main man. And 7 and 9. I want to talk about Picard someday. But that's another story. At Universe PM247 wants to break bad and understand the hype behind Walter White's product. At Noine Fred, we just talked about this one today. The Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber.
Those are pretty cool.
Double-edged yellow.
Yeah.
Love that. Those are so cool. At Gorgon Bunny, we got a Tauntaun in here. This is the first time that we've seen a Tauntaun. Or Jabba's Pleasure Barge. I just like the way that was worded.
Complete with band and R2-D2 serving drinks, specifically.
You paint a very vivid picture, Gorgon Bunny. Thank you for that.
I feel like that is going to be one of my new favorites because of the current times we're in. Can't go anywhere, so why not bring it back home?
We have at Jana_RPW wanting to bring back Solo again, and it looks like Obsessed Adam wants that as well. And finally, the last one we have as of the recording of this podcast was at S. Patrick Editor, talking about the transporter from Trek, beaming you from one place to the next. Thank you all for playing so very much. So with that, you want to talk about some things that have piqued our interest over the last couple weeks, things we're excited for? What are you fired up about, Liv?
Well, I was fired up about Mulan. They postponed it, so I can go see it in the theaters. Kind of sad. But I'm really fired up about Mulan. Disney's live action version whenever the postpone is rescheduled to. I'm so excited to see how Disney takes this like classic that they've had and make it into this whole new spectrum of a world. We get to really see less of the kid version and see more of an adult Mulan. We get the real deep story behind it. There's not any, sing-along parts. There's not any, Mushu. It's Mulan to its roots. So I'm really fired up about whenever they release a new date for Mulan.
Wonder Woman 1984 just got a new date.
When is its new date?
August 14th.
So far away.
So far away.
All these good movies I've been so excited about.
But it's all good because we've gotten some direct to digital.
This is true. We did get the Invisible Man. We got
Frozen 2, which I know you're super fired up about. We got Rise of Skywalker.
Yep, which is exciting because I know,
super exciting.
It came out a little early. Jumanji 2 came out a little bit earlier. We have a lot of things coming out. So sum it up, I'm really excited for this quarantine to be over so I could see some of these movies that I was really looking forward to, but now I can't see. So it's one of the things I'm excited about.
Fast 9.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited about another Fast and Furious movie.
Don't you speak ill of it.
Didn't they postpone that to 2021?
Yes.
They also postponed the Olympics to 2021.
That was actually going to be one of my points. On Sunday, Canada actually said, we're backing out of the Olympics. And then the next day, the IOC came out and said, yeah, we're delaying the Olympics.
Which is good, because I think it's smart, because I think the U.S. was probably going to back out as well. National Women's Soccer League, they had made a general statement saying that they were going to do what's best for the Olympic teams, whether that mean pull themselves out of it or, if they felt safe, they would send them. The soccer team had copied it and put it on their Instagram so everyone could see that it was possible that they weren't going. Just sad, because I was so fired up for soccer this summer. They took all my soccer away. It's soccer season. I love soccer.
Anywho, what else are you fired up about?
I am fired up about Animal Crossing, the video game.
Okay.
We finally have a new Animal Crossing video game for a system, not our phones. The phone one kind of bombed. It eats up your battery really bad. And the last time we had an Animal Crossing game was for the GameCube. I loved Animal Crossing, and they actually moved its release date from March 26th to March 20th. I just haven't gotten it yet. GameStop is closed. You can get curbside GameStop.
GameStop's doing curbside?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm a GameStop rewards member. They send me updates, my email.
NBD.
Yeah,
You're
cool
VIP.
like that. Oh, yeah. Totally. But yeah, I'm excited about Animal Crossing. I've been waiting for this game to come out since E3 when they announced Animal Crossing 2 years ago.
Well, I'm delighted that you're finally getting it.
Yes.
You want to know what video game I'm excited about?
I have a feeling I know which one, and that's why I didn't say it.
Maverick.
Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking.
The new Star Wars game.
I was thinking that, but not this particular Star Wars game.
Project Maverick.
Yeah, that is exciting. I'm very excited for Project Maverick. I thought you were going to talk about Jedi Academy that is supposedly coming out for Switch.
Yes.
Rumored coming out for Switch next week. Project Maverick isn't scheduled or I don't think it has a date yet, does it?
From what I've seen, I don't know anything else about it. It was just accidentally released. Not released, but somebody found it on the PlayStation Store about it over in Europe.
That's exciting. I do love a good Star Wars game. I like the Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. They have the Jedi... They have another remastered one for the Switch. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the second of the two. I, of course, am a huge fan of the Knights of the Old Republic. That has forever and still will be my favorite Star Wars game. No one can tell me different, even though the graphics at this point are so outdated. It is my favorite Star Wars game. Come at me. That is all. My knees.
So transitioning from an Old Republic to a higher one.
You like how I did that? I did it intentionally. I went in that order. So
oh, I didn't know that you did.
I could segue you.
Oh, well, thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
Let's talk about the High Republic for a moment. We got an entirely new series coming out soon.
I'm excited.
Book series right now, but it could lead into... I could see it leading into video games, movies, depending on the response that it gets.
Yeah.
From what we know, like, the High Republic takes place like 200 to 400 years before the events of Phantom Menace.
Right.
So all the characters we know, not alive yet, except for Yoda.
I'm so stoked for this. Like, I'm excited to read some of the books that you've been reading and have kind of shared your knowledge with me, but this is a series that I'm excited because, one, we actually move away from the Skywalker saga. We kind of move away from that development, and we get to see more origin stories. I'm excited.
I'm excited that we get canonical stories
Yeah.
that take place before, like, the times of Phantom Menace. Like,
Right.
you know, I love Legends. I love Old Republic, but that's not canon. It's
Right.
Legends. High Republic's going to be canonized.
Yeah.
I'm super fired up to learn about, okay, this has the Star Wars stamp of approval,
Yeah.
basically. It says, like, this happened.
Right.
I still love Legends. I think they're really cool. Revan's dope. Bane's dope. All of it's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really excited for August 25th for the first book to come out.
Right.
And I'm going to, like, blow through that so fast.
So does this mean we actually get the real Baby Yoda? If Yoda's potentially still alive that early on?
At the earliest, he would still be 500 years old.
Oh.
Because he's 900 when he dies.
I forget how old Yoda is. He's so young looking. He takes care of his skin really well. I just wanted to insert Baby Yoda somewhere in there.
What's the CoverGirl motto?
Easy, breezy, beautiful, CoverGirl. Maybe it's Maybelline.
That was it! I was like, was it Cover...
Maybe
no.
she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
That's what I was thinking, like, maybe...
Why
maybe
do I
it's-
know these things? I don't like makeup.
No, it's just
What's
fact.
the Chevy?
Chevy. Say the word Chevy one more time.
What is the Chevy logo?
Chevy?
Chevy?
Chevy? That's what Palpatine's grandmother used to call him.
Chevy.
Oh, Chevy.
Oh, Chevy.
Chevy, would you like some lasagna?
No.
No.
I don't like lasagna. I don't really like baked pasta. I'm Italian.
You sound so snobby right
I don't
now.
like baked pasta. 'Cause I
I'm
like-
Italian.
I only like baked mac and cheese. High Republic. I'm very excited.
Very excited by High Republic. We're getting an entirely new world to explore, which,
Yes.
as you know, I love world building.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the coolest parts about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is the world building. I like that this is kind of going the way of... Before Phantom Menace came out, the Star Wars community was sustained on the books that came out.
Right.
And we're entering that time period right now.
Yeah.
Which I think is really fun and exciting because it really broadens a lot of horizons for where can this go next?
Yeah.
I like all of the art that I've seen for this. I like all of the characters that I've seen for it, the concept art. The villains are pretty cool too. I like the villains. Like, this is a time when the Sith are in hiding. Like, the Jedi don't know where the Sith are. They think the Sith are gone
Yeah.
in this time period. And we have basically these space pirates
Yeah.
that look like the type of Vikings that you would see in Mad Max. Like a Viking Mad Max pirate.
Yeah.
Just looked really cool. I'm fired up for it. I'm also super fired up for you to catch up on Clone Wars.
I am catching up on Clone Wars. I only have season 6 left, and then I can actually watch season 7 and catch up to the point of getting to watch it with you.
Can't wait.
It's just going to be cool.
The episodes are still short. I'm sad to say. But
I have to wait a week in between each episode, and they're still only 20-something minutes long.
yep.
I quit. I'm just kidding.
It also means that we can start exploring Rebels.
I am excited about Rebels. I think that'll be super fun. Yeah, I've enjoyed Clone Wars more. The deeper I get into it, the more I watch, the further along I get. At first, I was a little bit more on the questionable side, and there are some arcs where I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't, especially in the beginning, I didn't really care for some of the arcs. They weren't boring, but it was like, okay, I don't really see how this is furthering any story that puts me in, like, the timeline between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. But now I'm at a point where I'm actually seeing those puzzle pieces all formulate together. And it's been really fun and really nice to kind of see developments and not just jump headfirst into a cold pool and, Anakin's a Sith. Because, I mean, that's how I feel Attack of the Clones into Revenge of the Sith, for me, felt like. It was like, oh, Anakin's this younger, love-struck kid in Attack of the Clones. And then we have Revenge of the Sith, where he's like, I hate you! "Rah!" And then he's a Sith. And now I'm seeing more of a development, and I'm liking Anakin's transition more while watching Clone Wars.
You know how much I love Clone Wars. I can't say enough nice things about it.
I know. I did just watch the end of season 5. So I'm still walking on those episodes.
I glassed up at the end.
You did.
I did.
I was proud of you.
I think I was still emotional after reading Dark Disciple. The minute amount of glassing of my eyes that you saw.
Yeah.
The tears that you may or may not have seen. There were more when I was reading Dark Disciple.
See, you say you're not going to get all glassed up when you see me walking down the aisle, but I think you are.
Now I'm going to feel really bad if I don't, and you'll be like, you cried at the end of season 5.
No, it's okay, because I cried at Steel Magnolias, so it's fine. I might cry at our wedding. David's Bridal's shipping me my dress because no one's allowed to go into the store.
Oh, wow.
They called me today. They're like, we need your address because we have to ship these to you.
That's something else I'm excited for.
I'm really excited about our wedding.
I'm always excited about our wedding.
Oh, yeah.
And planning the wedding. Gonna be dope.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot wait.
Fun fact. Tomorrow marks exactly 6 months till we get married.
I know.
Yep. And then we're married. And then, it's going to be 10 times easier because I'll just be here the whole time.
And then for a week, we're gonna tear it up down in Orlando.
Yeah, we are.
Talking Galaxy's Edge, Harry Potter World.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter World, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'm super excited. Our wedding's going to be really fun. It's going to be lots of partying. I'm excited about, I think, just the big celebration that we're planning. You know, our ceremony is shorter.
Going into this, we wanted the celebration to be the focus.
Oh, absolutely.
Of it. The ceremony is a necessary step to get to the celebration.
It's just the technicalities. It's the necessities.
I'm super fired up. Can't wait to marry you.
I can't wait to marry you.
It's going to be metal.
Yes, it is. It's going to be super metal. I'm also looking forward to the summer, which is like the precursor before we get married, because there's a lot going on this summer that I have planned that kind of came up, and now I'm like, oh, milestones. I get through this, and then I get married. So, summer intensives. I'm in charge of planning summer intensives, and now I get to, instead of doing a 1-week intensive, I get to do 2-week intensives, which is a step up from last year. So I'm doing a ballet and a modern intensive. And then I get to go to Ohio for 2 weeks and take the Jose Limon teacher training workshop for 2 weeks. I was so excited.
So they're going to help you out with that?
Who's going to help me out with that?
They're going to help you learn more about Limon.
Oh, yes. The
so
teacher workshop is.
It's lemonade. I'm going to keep making that joke until it's...
I should have known that joke was coming. I even set you up even better for it. It's okay. That was funny. But yes, I'm really excited because I've always wanted to have a certification under my belt in a technique, and this gives me that opportunity. Bringing it back to Georgia is gonna not only open up a bunch of opportunities for me personally, but it'll open up a bunch of opportunities for different dance studios to have workshops or my choreography going out there to just get my name out there a little bit more too. That's always nice for a dance teacher and choreographer. It's something I've always wanted, and it's that first step into, if I start getting known here, then maybe someone in Tennessee will be like, oh, I like your stuff. We'll fly you out here for a couple days. You set a piece on us. That's the dream. It's have someone pay for me to fly to them and set choreography on them. So if any of you listeners out there, studio owners, and you want choreographer, hey, I'm your person. Contact us at Pizza and Parsecs.
Have your people call her people.
Yeah, exactly. Dave's my people.
Yes. I am the social media director and the admin assistant to Miss Olivia.
Soon to be Mrs. Olivia. I'm gonna be a Mrs. Lori put me down as Mrs. yesterday, and it was really cool.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm excited.
Nothing changes about mine.
I know. You don't get any change at all.
Except for the change in here.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of sucks for the guy because you don't get a what's it called, suffix change?
I'm always a mister.
You're always going to be a mister, and you keep your last name. Mine changes. I'm going to go from a miss to a Mrs., and my last name changes. Because I'm taking your last name. No hyphens, no nothing.
Without my permission. You're just taking it.
There's my permission right there.
I'm just kidding.
I held up my hand for all of you who can't see me. Which is all of you, because that would be weird if you could see me.
Anything else you're excited about before we wrap up?
I'm excited about my Baby Yoda shirt that you got me. It's like my new favorite shirt.
I love that Baby Yoda shirt. I almost got one for me too, but then I thought that would be too nauseating for the two of us to have the same shirt.
No, it wouldn't. But I love this shirt. I like the colors of the shirt too. Like, it's like nice light colors. It's blocked out well enough so where I can actually see the difference in the colors. That's important for me.
For all of our listener, this is the shirt from Her Universe, the Baby Yoda shirt that has like the mountains and it's kind of like retro looking.
It's the best shirt ever.
It's really cool.
And it has Baby Yoda on it. I wish I had a recording of my reaction to when we first saw Baby Yoda, because I think that was the best and most genuine excitement I had had in the Mandalorian series. After that, everything was Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda became life. I'm also excited about Season 2 of Mandalorian. I meant to mention that. Like, I'm really excited about Season 2 because of Baby Yoda.
I'm excited because of Ahsoka.
Well, I was going to give you the Ahsoka one. Now I was going to take Baby Yoda.
To be fair, I'm excited about just Season 2 in general. I hope the rumors are true that we are going to get Ahsoka. I'm completely on board with Rosario Dawson. I love her.
Yeah.
I think she would do the character right.
Absolutely.
I personally would also love to see Bo-Katan in it. And especially because we got the Darksaber in Season 1. I feel like it's only right to have Bo-Katan in this. I think that about wraps it up for this week. Thank you for joining us for another thrilling edition of Pizza and Parsecs as we walk you through what quarantine and social distancing looks like for us. I'm Dave.
I'm Baby Yoda. I'm Liv. And I broke social distancing by touching Dave.
Where's my Purell? Need a Lysol. And you can check out our show on bit.ly/pizza and parsecs pod or on your podcasting platform of choice. If you enjoyed this little quarantine social distancing special, leave us a rate and review on iTunes and follow us on our socials. Give us a shout. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks!
And you can check out our show on bit.ly/pizza and pos. I did it again. Parsecs.
Pizza and Parsecs.
Darling.
Curd. Baps.
I'm gonna get through this.
What did you call it? Pizza and Parsecs for us?
Pizza and Parsecs. Master Wayne.
Where have you been?
You could have been seen.
You could have died. You could have been seen.